you. Do we have Joe?
Thank you. I'm Joe Kaplan, the town clerk in Uxbridge, and I'm looking at the schedule of operations, and I'm seeing that the questionnaires are going to be mailed or delivered February or March. I'm not sure what my question is, but I'm a little concerned. That's probably about the time we do our annual town census, and we're very happy to participate and support the federal census and publicize it, but I anticipate there'll be some confusion between that and the town census. A lot of people might think that they already answered if they did one, that they did it for the other. So I guess my only comment is I think we really have to educate people that they're two separate things and they both have to be answered. They both have to be complied with.
Let me try to take that because I think that's more of a state problem. I mean, the federal timeline is nationwide. I do understand that, and that indeed was a problem 10 years ago as well. What we're hoping to do is to perhaps not only to provide some very specific information about when the mailing is going out federally, but also maybe at the state level through redesign of some of the forms or some additional information, we can perhaps provide some additional assistance to you in the taking of your annual listing to make sure that the confusion is reduced. Joe is quite correct. Obviously, we need both. We won't even have access to the federal numbers until a year later. So from our point of view of updating our annual listing, as you folks do every year, the federal responses won't be helpful. So we do need them to fill in the state form as well, or the local form. What I think it says to us at the state level is we need to help you somehow make your form distinctive. I know the range of time which local officials put out their local form varies a little bit as well from community to community. It's largely a function of when the town meeting is or when the town election is, as well as other factors in the community. In some of the larger cities, I know because of the complexity of taking an annual listing, the process extends over several months and is much more complicated as opposed to some of the smaller communities. What we can try to do is work with you. I know Michelle Tassinari has already is involved in this process, but it might be a person who can try to coordinate when you are likely to do your town event, a town mail out, and to try to give you additional information and to try to help you if we can at the state level. I should mention, perhaps this is the right time to do it, that I have made efforts, and I'm continuing to make efforts with the legislature to ask for state assistance for our programs. We have asked, and we did receive some funds in the last budget, which helped us to deal with some of the statistical issues, mostly through the UMass Institute. On the other hand, we're now getting down to a far more practical level in the upcoming fiscal year budget. Now, I think everybody knows how bad the fiscal situation is. Nevertheless, I have made it a point to bring up at the Ways and Means hearing the importance of this. I have now written to every legislator informing them not only of our ongoing effort, but what we want to do and how important it is to them and to their political districts. And I will press the case, and if we can provide additional information to make your mail-outs more distinctive, more helpful, I will certainly try to do that.